All right, guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
And we're Ace and Rich, and welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design Live. And we got a good one for you tonight. And people are hopping on right now. I'm super excited, man. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Look at this.
This is awesome.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to put it on the big screen over here. So if you see me look over here.
All right.
Look on the big screen and see who we got. Let's see here. There we go. Who do we got there, hon? Right there. Get your
All
right
right,
there.
we got Francis Austin, Joe Hinkle Sr. Hey. Michelle. All right, good to see you.
Joe Hinkle, how you doing? Hey, by the way, Joe.
All right, Michelle.
Real quick, Joe. Gotta let you know, everything is done. We're just waiting on Moose Hen, and then once that's done, man, you got the green light.
I know. I've been telling him, like, come on, Moose Hen, let's go. Come on.
Because I got this connected to the actual funnel, and we'll be good.
We'll be good to go.
So sweet.
You'll be rocking and rolling and ready for traffic.
Yeah, some sales.
Yes.
Let's get those back-end sales.
So, what are we going to talk about today? Because we got to get through this today. We got things to talk about. And this is very, very important because tonight we're pulling the curtain back on something that we see pretty much as a common.
We'll always be pulling the curtain back.
Well, we have to. Who else is going to do it?
Behind the Iron Curtain.
We have to. But here's the thing, though. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about these challenges lately.
Yep.
You know, and I don't mean lately. I mean, it's been going on for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you kind of just sit back, watch for a little bit to see what happens, what develops.
Well, you know, somebody actually created the challenge. Let me just turn this light over here.
Yeah, and then you have like these.
Hold on. Someone created this challenge a long time ago. I forgot the guy's name. And I believe he took it from the idea of the boot camp. Right. The only difference is it's more live interactive.
Yeah.
When you're teaching something.
Yeah.
Through a few days to go through a challenge.
Was he like
5-day challenge?
He's like a ClickFunnels guy, maybe.
I
think he was.
No, I mean he went to ClickFunnels, but I think he did something before that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know they have like the 5-day challenge. I mean I haven't seen the 2-day challenge.
No. No. It's a 5-day challenge.
It's a 5-day.
They get you to go through something for 5 days for free.
Or 15.
And then after 5 days, they actually sell you. That's what they do, right?
Yeah.
No different than a boot camp. If it's they're going through your boot camp, the only difference is it's not live interactive, right? It's just somebody going through your emails.
Right. But see, the thing about challenges is, do they actually work or is it just hype?
It depends what kind of challenge it is.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
Yeah. I really do because, you know, when I first got started back in 2008, I remember the first challenge was a 90-day challenge.
Straight in the 90, huh?
Yeah, they didn't mess around.
They didn't mess around.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I'll tell you something. In the very beginning, I didn't stick with it. I was like, what is this? 90 days.
90 days. Rich was like, I ain't stick with it.
I did it, not in the beginning. I was new. You know?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing. We did another challenge. And then said, okay, guys, we're going to start off with just 10 days. Start off with 10 days. You know, reveal your top 10 frustrations on video about what you feel frustrated about marketing. Yeah, I can do that. Sure, I'm new. I just got started. I'm frustrated, man. I'm learning, right? So that really worked out pretty good.
Yeah, but you know what, though, guys? I'll tell you.
Then from there, we went to 30, then 90s.
Yeah, but you know what? You were the one that introduced me to the 90-day challenge, didn't you?
I introduced you to a 100-day challenge.
Yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be the 100-day challenge. And I was like, you know, living in New Jersey at the time. Yeah. And we met through that challenge, didn't we?
Yeah, and I continued the challenge when I was going to Puerto Rico and back.
So I never finished the challenge. I was too busy spending time with him.
Well, no, not yet. Not yet, because I was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. You were. So I couldn't finish the challenge. We were too busy talking till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I kept doing the challenges in my travels and stuff like that. So challenges are important, guys, because you know it really gets you uncomfortable and gets your business off the ground.
Yes.
Okay. It's very, very powerful.
Yeah, unless you're meeting your true love, then you kind of messed up. You got to start over.
So I mean, so we get into why the challenges, you know, why they're important, right?
Yeah.
You know, why they exist. Because the thing about it is, right, we know most people, they just can't really stick with something, especially if it's brand new, right? They just people don't like to get uncomfortable right off the bat. So it's good to, you know, think about like a 5-day challenge or something like that to get started, or a 10-day challenge like I just explained to her my early days. And it just helps you get uncomfortable and getting used to being uncomfortable. And I'll give you an example, okay? Let's say that you've never done a video in your life, right? And you're like, oh, I don't want to do a video. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Well, the challenge really eliminates that problem because what we can do is we could start off with 5 days of creating 5 days of videos, right?
Yeah.
And what that does is it starts getting a little bit more comfortable. Once you finish your 5 days, you move to the 10.
Right.
Once you get to the 10, you move to what? 30.
Yes.
And from 30, 60.
Right.
60, 90, right? And it really helps get you, get you off the ground so you don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel like, I'm not really good on camera. You ever heard that? I'm not really good on camera. It's not about being good on camera. It's about you just taking imperfect action and going, through it day in and day out.
Right.
And what you notice is something very profound.
Right.
You start to change. You start to not recognize yourself after a while, and you probably ask yourself, like, wow, where is that awesome rock star been hiding all along as far as a marketer, right? Yeah. Because you all have it in you, right? You just have to get started and move forward and just keep going.
Yeah. The challenges, no matter how short they are when they first start out, could be 5 days or maybe as long as 15 days or even 30 days. But when you start getting longer and longer, you'll start noticing that it's the longer ones that really create the transformation.
Yeah.
The short ones, really, they look easy and they're exciting in the very beginning because there's a lot of hype built around it. And we all know that the hype really doesn't produce results. I mean, you have a low barrier entry to get into it and get started. But within your first 3 days, you're already like, okay, is this even working for me? Because I've seen challenges like that you get involved in their little Facebook group communities. You pay pay to get a part of them. Some of them are free. Some of them you pay a little low entry point.
Yep.
But then, like, what is it that's entails? And then they have like these Facebook posts that are inside the Facebook group, and they want you to do things, right? So there are some challenges that they're really streamlined. They got it mapped out, and you do see results within the first week.
And we used to do that with boot camp as well, like I said.
Oh, yeah,
right,
definitely.
right through the process.
Yeah, I know one guy, I'll give him a shout out here. One of my mentors, I love him very much, is Mark Harbert. He did a video challenge. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
It was the Fearless Video Challenge. Remember that? The Fearless Video Challenge. That was way back then.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome because we won.
Well, there were five categories.
It was.
One of them was watch time.
One of it was watch time.
And I remember
it was for YouTube. Yeah.
We won first place, 4 out of 5 categories. What category did we fail? I remember. Do you remember? I'm putting her on the spot.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting her on the spot.
Come on now. Which one was it?
Thumbnails.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it the thumbnails?
Yep, he said we could improve in our thumbnails.
In our thumbnails.
Yep, that's what he said.
Okay.
But every other category, we won watch time, all the
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
It was a thumbnail.
Yep.
Okay.
It was one of the team members that won the thumbnail.
One of our team members won the thumbnail. Okay. But everything else we won.
Yep. First place. Yep.
It still was great because you know what was really great about that challenge? We won prize, like a cash prize.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, the other great thing is that we actually, learned a lot from that challenge. We learned a lot from that challenge.
Yeah.
We really did. And I'll tell you, it changed a lot for us. Because he also was impressed how our watch time was pretty high.
It was, and we focused on different topics that was challenging as well as uncomfortable, with the industry because we talked a lot about niche-related topics. And I think we were the only ones that were doing that kind of stuff because a lot of people was doing more like the what instead of the how. Yeah. And we were doing more of like not theory, but we were teaching from actual experience.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And that's what got us on top is what we were teaching because we only taught what we do. We don't talk about like what we say we're going to do and then don't do it. We actually talk about what we did. And that's what did it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I've been through some great challenges, and I've been through some I don't know, right? But there are some challenges that do have problems, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk about like the big problem with these challenges. The gurus like to use them as like lead magnets.
Yeah.
And that's okay, you know what I mean? But I just feel that it doesn't work as good as a regular lead magnet. Right? As we've seen that it actually, we gotten a lot of great results from regular lead magnets. Challenge, it's good to bring people into a community and stuff like that, but I wouldn't use it as a lead magnet.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
But we created our own challenge, didn't we? And me and you, when we were first building, we had the blog, aceandrich.com, and we were actually blogging posts for 90 days. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that was what helped us generate a lot of leads organically because at the time, we were at a time in our lives where we just literally did not have the money to pay for coaching or pay for, leads or anything like that. So we had to do everything from scratch and for free. And we did our blog. It was always a blog about, content. And at that time in 2016, that's when we were running with it. and
oh yeah, I
for
mean,
90 days straight. Remember?
We created our own challenge, and we went brutal.
Yeah.
'Cause we were doing like 2 blog posts a day.
We were like looking at each other like, let's see if we could actually stick with that, for like 90 days straight. And we looked at each other, was like, all right, game on, let's do it. And then we would do that, me and Rich, and then we just like, okay, but guess the one who was doing all the writing?
Well, and who's doing the SEO? Right?
Yeah.
Who's finding?
Hey.
Who's finding us on Google?
He would do the SEO,
Right?
and I would be the one typing because I'm the fast typist in the relationship and the business. I do 85 words per minute, and my best day I do 95. So I can type really, really fast.
So people would find us all over the search engine, everywhere, just from that challenge.
Yeah.
And we were getting free traffic. I think we were generating up to like 30 leads a day for free.
Not bad, I would say. Yeah.
And we were getting a lot of great sales. And targeted too, because when you write an article,
Yes.
you're writing an article targeted specific to a certain individual who's attracted to that article, right?
Yes.
Just like a video, right?
Yeah.
If you create a video.
And this was before we dove into paid marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you can use challenges to your benefit.
You can.
And it's just to get you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And I think if somebody is having a big problem with consistency, a challenge is the #1 way to go. I know when we coach people, we tell them you got to do your first challenge.
Well, I know you created a 90-day challenge yourself.
Yes, I did.
As a course.
Yes.
And you sold that for $497.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And that went really, really well. So good that
the company bought
it,
Yes.
which was great.
Yes.
And that really just, and people, you get feedback even still today from the company. You get people, reaching out to you and going, hey, Ace, I'm on the 90-day challenge. I'm on day 15, and I really love it. It's like, this is like a real challenge. Usually I see people create challenges, but they're not doing it. The gurus, right, they create challenges. They're not doing it. Like, you actually do it with me and every single day. So you're you have a lot of integrity by doing that.
I do. And not only that, but I did something a step further when it comes to like bringing value is whoever bought it, especially if they're part of the program in the company and they're an affiliate, if they bought it and they got it, all they have to do is reach out to me in case on any of those 90 days they get stuck on. They can just reach out to me on Facebook and I'll be able to help them with alternatives, similar solutions, things that they need to actually overcome that hurdle so that they don't miss a day. I don't want you missing a day at all. When you're doing a 90-day challenge, I don't want to hear it. I just want to make sure that you stick with it for 90 days. If you say you're going to do a video challenge for 90 days, that's it. Your butt's going to be in front of that camera for 90 days doing videos. If it's going to be a content post, you're going to do content posts for 90 days, but you got to pick one strategy and stick it out for 90 days.
And you know what? That's the great thing about doing challenges like that, because it changes everything. Really, it stretches you. You start creating, momentum in your business.
You do.
And if you're trying to generate leads, you'll start generating leads.
Yes.
You'll start getting subscribers, followers.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is you can use any type of strategy with that 90-day challenge.
Now I want to add something about that 90-day challenge because I get communications, chats, people inquiries all the time. They ask me, Ace, what do I do on day 5? Ace, what do I do on day 10 or day 30? Like there's times where some people when they do these challenges, they don't have the resources.
Right.
Like maybe they don't get out as much, or maybe they're afraid to go out as much.
Oh yeah.
It's like you got to step out your comfort zone and do something creative. And they don't know how to be creative, and that's when they rely on me to help them become creative during the 90-day challenge, which is wonderful because, where in the world are you going to see that online with all these other challenges? You could reach out to these people who are gurus and they create these challenges, and they're going to take the time out of their day to message you back.
Very far, few in between.
Very far and few in between. I've paid for challenges and nobody's replied back to me except for Mark. He would do it.
Awesome.
Mark was awesome. He would help me. But I mean, there are people out there that throw up these challenges. You'd be finding them on like JVZoo or Warrior Plus or ClickBank, and they have these little challenge products, and then you buy them, and then you're like,
you're kind of in the dark.
I'm kind of stuck here. Who do I talk to? Right? It's like, who do I talk to? I got a question. And you like to send it to support, and then when you send it to support, you like wait a week or 2 or maybe 3 months before you even hear something.
It's kind of like when somebody buys a product and there's no support. They're just, trying to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
So many people have been there.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But don't expect miracles when you see these challenges and you're seeing the hype and the glitz, the glamour, everything looks beautiful and sexy or flashy in your face with money and dollar signs. Coming down at the ceiling and everything like that. Don't expect any miracles or fast results in 5 or 10 or even 15 days, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, you better have the right system, the right offer, and the right traffic in place. If you're going to be doing something, at least you better have your setup done first before you start doing a challenge, because then things and the rewards are going to be a lot more nicer when they start coming in. I remember when we did the challenge, we already had our system in place. All we needed to do was just find something to stretch us. At the same time, we were able to sell that offer and be able to come up on top.
Exactly.
That's the secret. Yeah.
I'm going to talk.
Damn, y'all been on the show.
I'm going to talk about this a little bit more because I do like her 90-day challenge. When she created this and she showed me, I was so impressed. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, look at all the work you put into this. You have literature, you have everything going on here, and people could just literally follow you day by day. And that's what's missing. Mm-hmm. It's that day by day structure when people know, people will actually learn and they'll know what to do.
Yes.
As far as like, what can I do? Can I do a post? Could I do a video? Could I do a short? Whatever it is. It doesn't matter because when you follow that 90-day challenge, she tells you what to talk about that day. And a lot of people really struggle with that. Even I struggled with that in the very beginning.
And it was way before AI even came out.
Right. No. I struggled with that in the very beginning when I first started video in 2008. Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, well, just go 90-day challenge. And that's probably why I didn't continue, because I know what to talk about, right? So they say, oh, let's back down and go to 10.
He is being truthful.
So, but now when you have a structure like that, because when somebody told me in the challenge in 2008, they were like, hey, let's do a 90-day challenge. They weren't doing it, but they were just watching everybody do it. Mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. That's not like, Ace. Ace is like, I'm going to do it with you. I did it. Now I want you to follow me every single day.
Yeah.
Right? Know exactly what to say, what's the topic, everything else like that. And you also get a content calendar, which is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. The content calendar is great because, think about how much somebody would pay for, someone like me or a coach that has that kind of marking, in the industry, and they say, hey, can you build me a 90-day content calendar with the exact prompts that I could put for 90 days so I can just get these posts out there. And the thing is not to cheat, okay? You can't cheat on this one. You can actually hold yourself accountable every single day for the next 90 days and see each day's, prompt telling you what you should be doing.
Right.
And a prompt is basically telling you, today's the day that you're going to create a problem solution post. And you just need to create, a post about the problem. You can do a video about it if you're on a video challenge for 90 days, or you could write content in text form for 90 days straight. A lot of people get confused with that when they see the 90-day challenge. They go, Ace, do I do both? Do I do one or the other? Like, listen, don't spread yourself too thin. Pick one platform and then pick one way of doing the challenge. And then if you want to extend the challenge for the next 90 days, then you can do the other way around and do a video versus a content piece. That's another great way of doing it. Or you can do a TikTok challenge, because TikTok's in there as well.
So you laid it out as far as all the different platforms.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is.
Really cool.
It really is. You build your audience, you get to engage with your audience, you get to sell with your audience, just like we talk about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Build, engage, and sell, baby.
Build, engage, and sell.
That is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Guys, anybody here ever join any challenges online?
That's a great question.
Anybody?
Yeah. Anybody ever did one? You guys ever did a challenge before?
You see, we're looking over here, guys, because the comments are over here. Let me know in the chat, guys. Have you ever joined
did a challenge?
Challenge online?
5-day, 10-day, 15-day, 20-day, 30-day. I don't know. They got a whole bunch of them out there.
Yeah, right.
Did you ever stick it out? Did you mess up? Start, stop, double dutch. Be truthful now.
Francis says
a health challenge. Chris Yamucci. Okay. All right. So a health challenge is great. I like health challenges.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're really
they
great.
They
yeah.
are.
And how long was that health challenge, Chris?
And Joe Hinkle said no.
Okay. No. Okay. Francis says 90-day. Okay. 90-day challenge. Okay. Herbalife challenge. Okay. Another one. Health and nutrition.
Yep.
Okay, health and nutrition challenge. Okay.
So Michelle Padilla says, just yours.
She's doing mine.
What I'm doing right now.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Awesome. Hey, that's great, man. I mean, as long as you are stepping out of your comfort zone and taking your challenge seriously. See, here's the thing. There's no big pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. We're not believing in that. What we believe in is the results that are going to come from the transformation that's going to happen. Like, that's what you should be looking for. I mean, yeah, it'd be great and golden if they have like a cash prize or you get a free webcam or, laptop or whatever. They give you some equipment. Okay, that's great. Or maybe a book. The point is, don't even focus on winning the challenge to win those things. I want you to focus on winning the consistency.
Yeah.
That's the mindset.
Yeah.
So if it's a health challenge, you're like, shit, you know what? I'm about 200 something pounds. I want to drop about 40, right? Put that in the challenge and stick with it, right? Because you're going to stick it out for the next 90 days, and then you're going to get the measuring tape, right? Weigh your belly, weigh your arms, what you do, you measure your arm and all that, Get your BMI, right? Get it and start counting and start doing it if you're taking your challenge seriously, okay? When it's a business challenge, what about a marketing challenge? Let's say, you slack. What do you slack in? Maybe you need a challenge for that. What do you really slack in? Like, think about it. Be honest with yourself. Do I slack in posting every day? Be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe you look at your Facebook account and you go, there's a reason why I'm not getting a lot of engagement because I'm not consistently posting quality posts versus quantity posts. I've been there. I throw myself under the bus.
Yeah.
I put so much success quotes, it literally, your eyes will bleed. It's too much. Too much nonsense. Listen, success quotes are great, but that's not what's going to bring you results. That's not going to make sales. It'll pique people's interest. It'll get people interested, but don't you know that today in 2025, people already see that stuff for free on where? Okay? They're on TikTok. They see it, animated AI version of it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, you can get the Bible, for goodness sake, on there on AI. So everything is on AI now. So how you going to beat that? You got to be authentically you. That's how you're going to win.
That's how you stick out.
That's how you stick out.
That's how you stick out.
You can use AI to help you get the ideas and get the creativity and get the content written, in your own voice, your own personality. You can do prompts like that. But the consistency of showing your face is much better. I can't tell you how many times when I coach my students and they bring to me profiles and I look at the last 5 posts of these individuals who either pitch or promote to them, and they have profiles with no real pictures. Literally, there's all AI generated content. Now, don't get me wrong, AI generated content is going to revolutionize our industry, but it can hurt you too. How?
Oh, yeah.
Because of your brand. Your brand is not AI. Keep that in mind. Your brand is you. It's Chris. It's Michelle. It's Francis. It's Joe. You need to show your mug, not the AI. Show your mug. Show your face.
Agreed.
Okay? You need to show you and your authentic self, your vulnerability. You need to be real. And the 90-day challenge has certain prompts in there that help you do that. They do. They help you open up to your audience in a way that they've never seen you before, where they get to know your story, not your AI story. Hello?
And that's the thing too. It's like, and what I've noticed since the beginning, right? I go back to the beginning always because I can compare, is that whenever something new comes out, right? We're talking about challenges, right? When challenges came out, everybody was excited. Like, oh my God, challenge, right? And everybody was taking advantage of all the challenges.
Yeah.
But after a while, it just fizzles out. And the same thing's happening with AI as far as certain strategies, right? Unless it's a custom script like what we got, right? That's the good stuff. But if it's just a cookie cutter and everybody wants to do the same thing, it'll work for like in the very beginning. And then after a while, it's just going to fizzle out. It's not going to be as powerful. Now, when me and Ace, started, we wanted to make sure that the way we do things is different from like anybody else, right? And this is why we've been able to be successful for so long, right? We're not successful from, going into other businesses and finding buyers, you know what I mean, like other gurus do, right? We actually focus on genuine content, getting connected with people, right? Helping them start their challenge so they can grow and become better entrepreneurs. This is how we've always grown a business from the very, very beginning, and still to this day.
Yeah.
Right? We're still successful because we're authentic, and yeah, we use AI for certain things, but we don't rely on AI for our business. And that's something I really want you to understand.
Yeah.
We use AI for certain things, but we do not use AI to rely on our business, because everything out there right now, the gurus are telling you, oh, AIs can build your business. AI can do this.
Yeah.
No, it can't. And you got to get that straight right now. It can't. It can help, it can assist, but it's not going to build it for you.
Yeah.
All right? So understand, when we build a business, it's because we actually are authentic in what we do, and we just keep it real. That's just always been our attitude.
You got it.
We keep it real. We're the new breed of marketers, okay, that's out there, and we've been passing the baton to other people. Now they're out there, you know, being a great marketer, and you're watching this right now, and you could be next.
Yeah, and you got to think about, pick your challenges wisely and make a commitment. When it comes to creating, you know, that challenge, that self-challenge, Donald Katie said, I did a help challenge. I helped myself to a beer. You gonna mess me up, Donald. Okay, that was funny.
I thought I messed you up early when I zapped
That was funny.
I thought I messed you up when I zapped the mosquito.
Oh,
earlier.
with the tennis racket?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got mosquitoes in Puerto Rico, so we use the tennis racket to get them. But like I was saying, you got to make a commitment, and that is what will build real momentum. And not only that, but if you're building a team, and there's a team aspect to a multi-tier, top-tier program that you're a part of, you want to create mass duplication within your team, right? If you're a leader and you bring in people and you say, hey, I'm doing a 90-day challenge, join me, right? Like one of my leaders here, she does that. She is here and she has her team members filled in on the details and like, guess what? Join me on the 90-day challenge. You should do it too. And she's right. She's holding everybody accountable for each of their days, making sure as a leader, she's holding them to make sure that they do not miss a day, and that if they get stuck, they either come to her for help, or they come to the community, or they could come to their upline to get assistance. That's the way it should be.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because it's a team aspect. Yeah. Everything is worked together as a team, and when you do a challenge together as a team, woo, we're talking about double the pleasure and double the fun. Man, you get rewards, results, and commissions. Okay? There's a lot of stuff that can happen. Fast start bonuses, people getting like fat behind checks, you know, high tickets. I mean, a lot of stuff can happen when the whole team is a part of it. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah. Keep in mind. It's different when it comes to like single tier though. There's really nothing much into that. But when you have multi-tier, man, look out, man. I don't care. You're going to have like fast results, momentum, commissions, and possibly bonuses and prizes that they have involved with moving really quick and building that momentum fast.
Absolutely.
A challenge will do that for you. But what's realistic is, if you look at it, do you think a 15-day challenge is realistic or a 90-day transformational challenge is realistic? Be honest.
That's true.
Let's see if we got any more questions here. I see there's a question from Shannon. Let me go right over here to my phone. She sent me a message and she inboxed it. So give me a second here. So Ace, I noticed when adding friends to Facebook and messaging at the same time, I have like a 4 or 5 person limit. And then Facebook tells me I have reached my 24-hour limit. Just looking for suggestions. Okay, so first of all,
4?
This is obviously a new update and change with Meta, okay? And this is, again, you know what? We don't own Facebook. Facebook is like this, you know.
Yeah, but
they don't know what
fast?
we do.
Is she going too fast?
She might be going too fast.
Yeah, because if you're going too fast,
it could be it within 24 hours.
Yeah, she should do more than 4.
Yeah, if you're clicking too fast, even if it's the mouse or the keyboard, their algorithm is like so smart right now because it's using AI and it's going to read your activity, your actions. Trust me, they know. They can even hear your conversations, and then you end up seeing sponsored ads about like, wait a minute, I was talking about Victoria's Secret. What the hell am I doing? Seeing it right here in my feed. So,
they're listening.
They're listening, you know. But the thing is, let your 24-hour holding period go past, and then give it a little bit. You got to learn to spread out your friend requests, okay, and be very careful that when you're doing it consistently within 3 seconds. Because they're watching that right now. Even with bots, there are bot programs out there right now that people pay licensing for lifetime. Yep. And they use these bots to do mass adding of people so they can build up the numbers in their audience. However, Meta is pulling that away as well. They're updating their APIs and they're saying, you know what, these bots are no longer effective. And now what's going to happen? You have a tool you can't even use.
Yep.
So the thing is, give yourself some time, spread it out throughout the week, and be very, very careful, because you have to remember, if Facebook says, okay, you have a new profile and they see you doing this kind of activity and you really haven't been doing it for a while, they're going to watch you very carefully, and they may put you in Facebook jail for 30 days. So be very careful with that.
I think after I got a warning that says 24 hours,
I would just wait.
I would wait. Okay, wait a little bit.
Yes.
And then start over again, and then meet with us, and we'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a method.
There is a method to it, and you need to make sure that you are watching very carefully who you're adding as well, because sometimes what happens is Facebook likes to set booby traps. Everybody watch Goonies?
Booby traps.
The booby traps. There's booby traps in Facebook where they make suggested friend requests to you, and they want to see what you're going to do. And if you add about 2 or 3 of them at a time from the suggested friend request, immediately there's this window that pops up and says, do you know this person? Okay or cancel. And then when you click on okay, bam, you're in Facebook jail. Booby trap. That's what happens.
Sounds like bear traps.
Yeah.
With a claw.
Oh, man, they got you.
They got you,
yeah,
man.
So be very careful when you're adding friends. Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Any other questions? Come on now. This is some good stuff here. Consistency is key. Yes, Michelle. David Toomey, yes, your 90-day challenge back in 2022. I did not finish. Start over. You know, that's what's great about the challenge. If you found yourself like you couldn't stay consistent, maybe you got ill, maybe life got in the way, something happened, whatever, right? Start over. You can always start over. I mean, there's a new month. You can't stop the month from coming, so go ahead and start the first of the new month and work that thing out.
And you know what? We've been asked, I finished the 90-day challenge. What do I do?
Again.
Another 90 days.
Do it again. You know, do it again. Exactly. Because what you're doing is you're creating consistency, but you're also creating the consistency and trust in your audience's eyes when they see you. Guys, let me tell you something. You don't need a Facebook fan page to do this, honestly. With the new changes of the professional dashboard right now, you can upgrade your profile to professional dashboard, and you can literally have access to the same analytics and information just like that. All these gurus telling you to create a Facebook fan page and spending money on Facebook ads and putting money in Zuckerberg's pocket when he doesn't give a damn about you. And plus, our industry is always scrutinized anyway, and they don't even like our ads. Why are you dealing with all that?
But in the very beginning, when they first came out with ads, they took all the marketers' money.
They did.
And then now,
messed up.
Now they went total corporate.
Yeah, they sure did.
They used us, man.
Yeah, so what you do is you turn it around and you go, you know what? I'm going to use my professional profile mode, and I'm going to be able to measure every single post that I do and see if it's getting reach, if it's getting engagement, and am I meeting new people? Because when you meet new people, that's definitely helping you get closer to that lead to become a buyer.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to be careful. I mean, even with the Facebook ad platform, because you could actually think you're doing things right, and they'll flag you, and they'll shut your ad account down. And try to get it back, not as easy as you think.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why they do that. You know? they don't even tell you what you did wrong.
Chris says 90 days, but went for a year, lost over 100 pounds. Oh, good for you. Past year, light bulb went off in my head. I need to apply those principles of being consistent in my online business. I am ready now. Okay?
Beautiful.
Hey, way to go, right?
Way to
Literally
go.
helped you get your health back, get your energy and vitality. You lost some weight. That's a pretty decent amount of weight you lost.
That's awesome.
And now you live to tell the tale. You can actually share that, right? But at the same time, if you can do that for your health, why can't you do it for your business, right? It's like us when we get up every day. We maybe not realize that we're in a 90-day challenge. We're actually in a 365-day challenge because our butts better be at that workplace that we work called the JOB, because our boss will fire our butts if we ain't showing up, right? So for those of you that are still working, y'all kind of in a challenge, ain't you? Because you know you be challenged not to get up out of that bed when that alarm clock goes off. You want to get back to working at 9 to 5. I'm telling you, escape the 9 to 5. Make a plan to leave it, because you shouldn't have to live that way.
No, create your own freedom by design.
That's what you got to do, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
Shannon says, which I did, and now have a fan page of 7.7 thousand people just sitting there. Well, they don't have to just sit there, right? You got to figure out if you want that fan page to work for you, connect it with your profile and start putting content that is of value on that fan page, but don't use it for Facebook ads. Try not to use Facebook ads so much. But remember, our industry, like I said, is scrutinized. It's frowned upon. It's affiliate marketing, but it's the make money online niche. You know, they don't even like network marketers, for goodness sake. They really don't.
No.
And even network marketers that try to put stuff about Herbalife, and it's like they get a hard time getting a post approved.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And so you got to watch it. So how you got to get creative, use your profile. So you build a fan page with 7,000 people. I'm similar. I have a fan page with almost 14,000 people in total. I have multiple fan pages. Do I use them? No. Do I post on them every day? Not really. I stopped doing that a long time ago because I put so much time to build it that I realized that none of those people really matter. They're not really engaging. I mean, maybe once in a while I'll get a message from people that follow me from like years ago, and then they'll reach out to me personally, and then I say, hey, you need to talk to me on my profile. So I'll tell them, I say, get back on my profile, then we can have a conversation. We don't have to talk here. And that's what you got to do is take control of your business and say, you know what, I don't use the fan page as much. Things change in Meta. Now I want to talk to you right here on my profile. Add me as a friend.
Bingo.
Keep it close.
Nice.
Keep it close. There you go.
All right, awesome. Let's see here. Shannon Smith says wasted money.
Mm-hmm. It is wasted money, isn't it? Think about how much money have you spent to actually build an audience with a Facebook fan page because somebody told you to.
Yeah.
We're in 2025 right now. Are we still really using fan pages lately? Not as much. Have you noticed the sponsored ads lately? It's cluttered. Cluttered, isn't it?
It's like anything. Like when there's a momentum for something, it just dies out after a while. And then it changes. Yep.
So you got to roll with the punches. You got to change also because as entrepreneurs, what we do is we adapt to our environment. So if something changes, then you have to change with it.
Yep.
Don't stay the same because the old stuff don't work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing, being authentic never changes.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
That's the key.
Mm-hmm. Michelle says, I'm using by putting my videos on, laugh out loud. That's what we must have gotten me. Okay. Francis says 90-day challenges back to back are great. The first one I missed 2 days and I had to start again. And did you mark it in your journal? You know, in my challenge, I actually have a little log and it's to journal each month. So for the next 90 days, you got to journal your progress.
Yeah.
Even if things go bad. Like I had a guy who was doing it and he was like, oh, somebody wrote some hate messages underneath my post. I didn't expect that. Good. I want you to see who is supporting you and who's not. So that way you can write about it and be like, you know what? I'm going to unfriend him or her because they hated on me. That means you don't add those types of people on your profile. No more. No. Don't do it. Let them go.
You build a brand new audience.
You do.
Targeted audience. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Let them go.
They're actually looking for what you have to say.
Screw the haters. Don't worry about them. Let them go. They ain't got time to be arguing, chit-chatting back and forth with them and trying to convince them that you don't
so many
work.
people on this planet. Oh, it's somebody else.
I unfriend. Block, unfriend, VIP, block party.
Goodbye.
That's it.
All right. Let's see. Any more questions, guys?
This was great.
Yeah, this is awesome. Let's see.
Michelle says, but you can add friends in professional mode. Yes, you can.
Yes.
All that professional mode is going to do is just going to give you an extra back office where you could see analytics and metrics that you never could see before on a regular profile. You see, the thing that people get confused is they go, oh, I'm going to create a new profile. It's still a profile. You're just using the content for business. That's all the difference is.
Yeah.
You can have 3 profiles. The whole point is which one are you going to spend the most time with that you're going to build your business on, and where is most of your clientele going to be at? It's going to be on your Facebook profile account, not your fan page. See, a lot of people get that twisted, you know?
Yes, they do.
They do, yeah.
Let's see here. Any more questions?
Any more questions, guys? Let us know. This is good stuff. We're talking about challenges, okay? And the challenge is for you to literally get uncomfortable and say to yourself, I can be consistent for the next 90 days. Don't say I'm going to be consistent for 5 days. Of course you can be consistent for 5 days. You put your shoes and your pants on the same way, right? Okay, then. So why don't you build your business, be consistent with what you have to do as far as your tasks. And not just any tasks. We're talking about tasks that literally get you in front of the camera if you've been uncomfortable in front of the camera for a while and you're like, you know what? This is what I need to transform my mindset and my business. I never really liked the camera. Yes, I don't like you. Knock, knock. I don't like you. You're looking at me like a one-eyed cyclops. I can't talk to you easily. Nope. But you got to try because Ace and Rich told you to do it for 90 days. See? And then what happens when you look at that camera and then that camera's not as scary anymore. And that lens that's looking at you is like, you know what? I'm doing is just looking in the mirror. I'm just talking to the camera. That's it. But I'm talking to my potential customer.
It's always one person.
It's always one person, not talking to, hey guys, how you doing? And not everybody's looking at you. You ain't in Giant Stadium.
Yeah, right. You get that feeling? Yeah.
or Madison Square Garden, you know?
Let's say Michelle Padilla says, I'm going to have you show me how, because I can only seem to like or follow, but not add.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that question. That's a very good comment right there from Michelle saying there's a way. Okay, so you're running into obstacles. These are obstacles. So let's say you're going to someone's profile, and for some odd reason, you see only a follow button on someone's profile, but not the add friend button. I'm going to tell you what that is. First of all, the person is inexperienced. That means that when they created their Facebook profile account, they never set their settings or profile settings correctly. There is a setting that they must turn on, believe it or not, they do. They have to set it first so that way they can receive friend requests from the public. Mm-hmm. And this comes from your profile settings area. In the upper right corner, there's a wheel, and it says settings and privacy. And you click that, and then when you go there, you actually make your changes. And you want to set everything to public, okay? Yes, you too. I'm talking to you. You have to make it public. That means, you know, Tommy, Johnny, or whatever your kid's name is, you don't want nobody to see your kids, and you set that to private. But that's a different account. When you actually don't want your personal information out there, if you don't want your family's pictures and you just want to do strictly business, then you need to create a whole new profile account, but don't put the kids on there if you don't want your children's faces to be out there known on the internet, especially on Facebook, and you just want to focus solely on you being the brand. Okay, this is something that I get a lot all the time, so that's why I'm answering it this way. So a setting is important. If you don't see that setting, send a message to that individual and says, you know, I noticed you don't even have a add friend button. That's usually a feature that you should be turning on in order for people to send friend requests, unless you don't want people to add you as a friend, right? I do this all the time when I set people up. Yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. All right.
So it's a feature. They got to set it.
All right, guys, we'll take one more question. Any more questions there? That was a great question.
So far, I've been seeing a lot of great comments and questions, Rich.
Yes, yes.
I'm on fire.
Love it, love it, love it.
What else you want to know? It's all up in here. Fort Knox, right here. Right, Rich? Between the both of us.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, guys. So let's get down to brass taxes here, okay? So if you're ready to commit to real momentum, all right, send us a personal message, right? And we'll talk about how we can get you plugged in to the same system and strategy that we use.
Yes.
And you can start the 90-day challenge as well.
That's right.
All right?
It's an added bonus as part of our program. You can sign up in our program, become a member and an affiliate. You'll be able to earn a commission. But at the same time, as an added bonus, just for taking that step, it's right inside the back office called the Ace and Rich 90-Day Content Marketing Challenge.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here. This one's a wrap, and we were going to see you on the next one next week. All our Inner Circle peeps, don't forget, next week, Inner Circle. And also PLS members on Monday. We're going to have a coaching call on Monday, so make sure you're on that.
Monday.
And that's at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Any questions, just message us. Drop a message down in our messenger. We do have that feature on. All you got to do is just send us a message. Let us know how we can best help you in your business with our system. All right?
Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. And we'll see you soon, guys.
All right. My name is Ace Guzman.
Hey, my name is Rich Guzman.
And we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.